Oh my god, I got distracted. By the way guys, today I'm going to tell you some listening tips.
Deep can we go? 'Cause you're pulling me straight down.
And let's start. Tip number one is going to be all about read the instruction first, guys, because no matter how many practice tests you do, the Ielts test is going to be different. So just always start with the instruction. As you might be thinking, hey, I know, write no more than 3 words. That is correct. But in fact, the instruction might be saying write no more than 2 words. And the second tip is going to be about get used to British English. Because if you get used to British English, that's going to be much easier. And the British English separates down to be, to the countries and to the states that they're talking to. So just listen to BBC News and some sources that talk in British English. And the third one is British vocabulary. Learn some British vocabulary, as in English we have American and British and English vocabulary to say, so always learn those words. And talking about writing, your spelling does count. The spelling does count. I mean, like, if you write the meaning correctly, but your handwriting and your spelling is awful, then the answer all in all is going to be incorrect. So work on your handwriting as well as your spelling. And guys, be able to separate singular and plural because they're not the same. Because if you think about, if you look at the context, you might understand it could be singular or plural. Because if you write in singular where it should be plural, that is not going to be correct. So be careful on every word, on every ending of the word. Because the Ielts test is going to be very tricky. It's going to, make you get confused sometimes. And if you don't know anything about the text, if you pretty much didn't get anything, you can just predict. If you know that this text is going to be real hard for you to listen, and you know that section 4 isn't the best for you, you can just look at those things and just predict. Hey, I know this thing, I can write it down. For example, there was one time that I knew that was writing about the book Secret Garden, and I knew everything about it. It turned out that everything was correct, just the name spelling was a little bit trickier, so I just could check it out. But if you're predicting, if the answer is incorrect, do not have time to erase it, because erasing gets a lot of time. There could be some time when Ielts has 2 answers in one sentence, so always be careful. If one answer is wrong, you can just draw on it and write below or on a word. If you sometimes get confused, for example, I can predict, but I cannot predict. For example, I have 3 something. 3 something could be a lot. 3 tables, 3 chairs, 3 books, and etc. You can just predict, but that's noun, adjective, verb, adverb, and etc. That's going to help you very much. So that is one of the tips that I usually use. And when you know what that's noun, you just can memorize, hey, that's noun. And what words are with the same letter and something like this, you can just write it down. Or you can just write on your guess what it can be. But I know that most of the time, listening can be really hard, especially academic. So sometimes I do not get it. Or sometimes you cannot get one answer, right? So what you should do, you should not panic firstly. You should not look to the answer again and again, just leave it. If you understand that they're going to the next answer, write down the next answer and the next answer. But when you have 10 minutes to write down your answers to your answer sheet, then you'll rewrite and you'll think, hey, I think I memorized this thing and that thing. Oh, I can do this and that. And if it's multiple choice, there's no excuse to say, I don't know that. Just, do it on by your instinct. There's a big chance of yours for having it right and correct. Guys, in the conclusion, I would like to tell you that practice, and again practice. Because practicing is really needful. If you know all the tips by heart, if you just know them, and if you wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and you can tell them all, but without practicing, you'll be in a big shock. I mean, you know what to expect, but without doing it in the real situation, you will not be able to understand what Ielts is going to be about. So practice, and practice. And guys, I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!